Well, I've had the Scirocco back a year. It's clean. I think we're going to take it for a drive and maybe have a bit of an update video. What do you think? Welcome to the channel, welcome to the workshop. You might have noticed on the Facebook page and the community page on YouTube that I've had the Scirocco back for a year now from Rough Republic after having this fantastic body kit fitted, this BBS body kit, and having a full respray, all the rust dealt with, and a lot of mechanical work done to it. Over the last 12 months, it's done 850 miles. We've been to 7 car shows. We've been to multiple Retributes meets. It's got another big car show in a couple of weeks down at the NEC in Birmingham for the big classic car show there, well beyond the Scirocco register stand. And I thought I'd just do a quick walk round, go through, generally so you can have a look at the car again, see what condition it's still in. It's still absolutely perfect. But also go through what I'm planning to do to it over the next probably 12 months. I might be ultimate dubs in February, March time, so maybe some of this which might be done for that. But I thought I'd just quickly go through what we did, what still needs to be done, and what I'm thinking about doing to it. So I think we'll start with the interior. Interior wise, there's not much I want to do to it really. I just want to rebuild the center console. I'm just going to flip around and show you what I've got at the moment and what I'm planning to do. The center console currently has a gauge kit fitted to it. This was fitted about 10 years ago, and these are not good. These are analog gauges, believe it or not. The oil pressure has an oil feed that comes from the engine straight into the car. I don't like that, and they're not really working properly. So I'm going to replace these with some analog dials, but with digital senders. So I'm going to do that. This is a cup holder, which I fitted a long time ago. I've got another one of these to go in from an Audi, which is a cassette one, but it means I've got space underneath it. And I do have a graphic equalizer from the 80s, which I'm going to hook up to this, the full set of switch gear on top. It looks really good. Other than that, yeah, that's all that's going to happen in the interior. There's not much else I really want to do to it. It's really clean in here and pretty standard, other than the steering wheel. There will be some further updates to the stereo, which we'll get through to in a minute when we have a look in the boot next. Boot install. I'm going to improve all this. I'm not happy with this. It sounds fantastic. You can see it's got two 6B9s, and we've got I think it's a 10-inch subwoofer in the boot. It sounds really good, but it's a pain in the ass doing this because this isn't on a pivot. So what the plan is to cut this in half so I can take this back section out, rebuild this where the speakers are, put the amp in the middle, recessed, probably lit, and then we're going to change that subwoofer for a massive big Alpine 12-inch one in a box, and then it'll all be boxed in so it looks really good with additional downlighting. That is the plan. So that's what I'm going to do in the boots. It's going to be a stereo boot build really. Something I would have wanted back in the 90s in the old Max Power days. That's what I'm going to try and build. So looking forward to getting that build and testing my carpentry skills. Right, get around to the engine bay, which does need a lot of work. So you may have already seen, we've done some bits to the engine bay to tidy it up. Some stainless steel bits from Dreadnought Customs, some waffle pads that I got years ago for insulation, and the main thing you can see is the rocker cover needs repainting, and I've got a metal version of this plastic cover for the cam belt, so I'm going to replace that, paint them both, and the whole thing just needs to tidy up. The radiator cowl needs painting, that'll get a paint, and generally it needs a jet washout and a proper tidy up under here to make it look as good as on the outside. That's going to be some point next year. That's the engine bay. That's going to be ongoing. That's something I've not really done before. As I mentioned in previous videos, I've done exterior work, bits and pieces, to keep it tidy, but I've never really concentrated on the engine bay. But I think it'll be worth it because I think the car looks so good that it needs the engine bay tidied as well. Right, let's have a quick run around the car and see how this body kit's still looking. So here's the car as it currently sits. It's just been a massive clean ready for the NEC in a couple of weeks, so it's looking pretty good. BBS kit, really do like the BBS kit fitted to it. I think Rush Republic did a fantastic job getting that twisted plastic kit to resemble something decent and actually fit properly. So really happy with that. Overall, the body's in really good nick. Because it's on 850 miles, there's no stone chips on it yet. Although my windscreen did take a pummeling in those 850 miles, so I need to get that fixed because this was a brand new windscreen. Other than that, there's a few things I want to do to the exterior on it. Nothing major. You can see my back wheels, they're tucked at the moment, so I need to lift the suspension a little bit, about 1/4 of an inch to an inch, in order to fit. It needs some space, about 25 mils to pull that back wheel back out. Add to that, I'm also thinking about changing my wheels. I do like my Renault turbos, but the difference in colour starting to bug me a little bit. So I'm looking at something a bit more 90s, maybe some Hockenheim R's, Momo Arrows, Ars Polaris, something like that, something 90s. Other things that I need to look at the moment are my headlights. These do need a little bit stone chipped. These were never really refurbed when I got the car back. So I'm thinking of stripping these down, getting these over to powder coat and getting them all done properly. I do have another option, which is to put the old lights in and put the air intake that Dreadnought Customs produce. I do have those, but I'm kind of liking these. These are only put on temporary. I've also got an eyebrow to fit, so I might refit the eyebrow as well. We'll see. We'll see. Other than that, it's looking really, really good. And say one of the kit was modified to take the wider double slot for the double tail pipe. That's been absolutely fine. I think it was fiberglassed in, no cracks, no nothing. So yeah, just really happy. Had a really good time using and abusing it for the last 12 months. Great 12 months. I thought it'd be worth doing a bit of an updated video showing how I've got on with it, because I didn't have it for 4 years. I'd say I've done 850 miles in it. Thoroughly enjoyed it. Missed this car so much. Any excuse to go out in it, me and my daughter just go for a blast around the lanes as well, which is just such good fun. So yeah, that's where we are this year. A few jobs still to do on it. You'll see videos coming up over the summer, I think, next year. But yeah, looking forward to getting to the NEC now in a couple of weeks. And if you are at the NEC for the Classic Car Show, come over and say hello. So I'm on the Scirocco register stand. I'm there for the whole weekend. So, made it this far. Thanks for watching. Cheers.